Right, sup dudes, welcome back. And well, today we are doing something very simple. Bike check 2023. Come on. So yeah, I did this back in 2022, and it did pretty shocking, but that's in the past. This is the future. So we've got all three bikes now, and we especially got the new one, the onza trials, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let's get into it. So as I was just talking about it, we'll do it first. So this is an onza trials bike, onza rip, onza RFP, whatever you want to call it. Pretty good beginner trials bike, or just trials bike in general. And honestly, it's a really solid bike. Decent bike. Beautiful. Overall, amazing bike. Honestly, it couldn't run any better, to be honest. Thing's running sweet. I love it to bits. Got it for like $250. So, pretty good price, I'd say. Not bad for starter trials bike. Right, moving on to my pride and joy. We've had this thing for about close to a decade now. It's been sat in the shed, dusting away. And I've fixed it up, and I'm really proud to say that I've fixed it up and it's all running good now. So this is actually a project bike. I started fixing it up about a year ago, so it's been with me. Basically my dad kind of passed it over to me, but he's still allowed to ride it obviously because it's still practically his, but yeah, at least it's getting used. And basically, so what I've done to it is change the pedals, still some crappy pedals, but the ones from before were absolutely awful. Sanded the cranks down, but they need some more work on, but they look decent. Changed grips, painted the bars, could probably do with a second coat, but they're alright. Painted the seat was in awful state, so just spray painted that. New tyres, oh Christ, those new tyres are something else. Got them off eBay for like 25, 30 quid. Beautiful, yeah, amazing. And then overall, taking off front and rear brake, but I'm getting the rear brake fixed because it's got a nice gyro system for the rear one, so it's pretty sick. So much like old grease on it and like dust, so that all got cleaned off pretty easily with some WD-40 and other stuff. So yeah, overall solid bike, cracking starter BMX like the others are. That's starter trials bike. This is my first BMX, and I've got some clips of me riding on the skate park and stuff. Put on your Instagram like yesterday of it and stuff. Amazing. And as we all know, the best of them all, the Norco site. This thing's dating about 2014, so yeah, again, the BMX is quite old. Also didn't mention, the BMX is 2 decades old, 2000, Christ. Anyway, this thing, 2014, so close to a decade old. This thing's in pretty good shape, to be honest. Many things were changed since we've had this bike. So what was it? New grips, new brakes, new pedals, new fork, and changed roll post. And obviously, got to have a water bottle cage as well. So yeah, as I was saying, so we've got some new DMR grips, both sides, back. Some nice DMR pedals, which have been running for over a year now, and nothing's wrong with them. They're just cracking pedals. Water bottle cage. Haven't changed the shock. I'm really surprised. I might have to soon because I'm worried it's going to break, because obviously that thing is not looking good. As you can see, got some prim on the shock as well, so looking pretty good. Drivetrain hasn't been sorted out at all. It's just been cleaned through bike maintenance and stuff. This did have a RockShox reverb on, but well, yeah, that kind of broke. No draw post now, just slam the seat to the ground. Now this is probably the biggest change done to the bike, and that is the RockShox bike. Now, this bike had a revelation on it, but right now that's on my wall. And yeah, I recently just got this new RockShox bike for it. I fitted myself and fitted new decals on it, and it's absolutely stunning. So glad I got it. It's so worth upgrading a fork. If your fork is shocking, just upgrade it. There's no point trying to fix it, just upgrade it, mate. And anyway, yeah, so the Revelation had 140 travel, this thing's got 160, so 22 centimeters, 20 millimeters, whatever you want to call it. Small bit of suspension rise, so yeah, it's not bad at all. And honestly, for about 300 quid, I'd say it's pretty good for a new suspension fork. Now, I've had this bike for a solid 2 years now, and it's definitely had some ups and downs. It's had like 4 free services in its life, because there are just so many things wrong with it, and there's a lot of things I can't fix. And I don't really want to name those because that would take too long. Overall, solid bike. I'm thinking I'm going to have it for another year, maybe another 2 years, depending on how I fit it by then. It's a large 27.5s, so yeah, it's a pretty good sized bike. There's nothing wrong with it but the size. I just think it might outgrow me with the skill and the potential the bike has to offer in a few more years. But anyway, solid bike, love it to bits, and yeah, definitely my favourite bike out of the 3, obviously, because it's the boss. It's the one, the only, the Norco site. And yeah. Right, I'm aware this bike looks really weird for some reason now. I don't know what's wrong with it. I think it's just the new fork and the seat angle, but something about it looks really odd. It just like... Actually, no, never mind, looks alright. Never mind. Right, that's the fleet, that's the squad. Overall, 3 brilliant bikes. They are all my starter bikes of these bikes, so that's my first Onza, first full suspension, and first BMX. What a squad. Sorry guys, I haven't posted in a while. It's been about a month, so terribly sorry. Have a lovely rest of your day. I'm going to, because I'm going to be riding all these guys, especially that one. Peace out guys, and see you later.